full amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel good when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, let I know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was.
News of Whitner Group Up the Money was first reported by Charlotte, North Carolina based news station WSOC WTV. An entry of default was filed on Tuesday in North Carolina District Court, confirming that the $1,199,533 in cash seized in the apartment of Whitner friend Antoine Freeman among August 17, 2021 has been forfeited to the U.S. So pretty much, I mean, is it wrong to have that much money physically in an apartment though?
Well, you gotta think, man. Like, I don't know. That's a lot of money. Yes. So for one, they're gonna be like, you already know. Like, even if you got them, say like this. Let's use it for an example. If you got 100,000 in cash, you walk in and say, I want to buy this range. You know, I want to buy this range. You got 100,000 in cash. Even still, you're not gonna be able to take that 100,000 in cash to the dealership because they're gonna still have to. We still gotta fill out some paperwork. You know.
Yeah, and it's going.
What is everybody? You know, a lot of people assume it's like Get Rich or Die Trying. How he just walked in, poured the money on the table, and the next thing you saw, he was pulling out in the Mercedes. Now, for one, they gonna want to know first off before you even start any type of paperwork.
What do you do?
Know where you get this money from. Where were you able to just walk in with 100,000 in cash? You know,
right? If you're not, so
cash is king, but it's still probably more paperwork to do behind straight cash than credit. You know.
You're absolutely right. And so one of the signs too, I was told, and this is just, I think, for the average Joe Schmo, like if the bank see you come in with like, say if you rumors,
let's use 100,000 for example.
Actually, it's a little bit less than that for most banks. If you come in depositing $10,000, say if you do it like every other week, you're gonna send off a red flag where
you're not spending $10,000.
Yeah.
So how do you have? You're not spending $10,000 liquid. So how do you got 10,000 in cash?
So that's gonna send off a red flag. So just think about it. If you coming in pulling up 100 million, this is 100, like over $1 million, like not 100 million.
Like that.
Yeah, this is $1 million.
We used to you spending no more than $50 a day, and now you come in with 100 million cash, even 100,000 cash.
Yeah, it's 1 million cash. Yeah, so a little over 1 million in cash, which is still a lot of money to have physically, you know.
In cash, man, that's definitely raising red flags wherever you go.
Yeah, exactly. So you got to be careful with that. But at the same time, I'm like, well, if they can prove they earned it fair and square, but it's like, okay, well, you got some proof it.
But how? But because, like you say, but like we just talked about, your track record with the bank clearly shows you barely getting 2,500 deposited on paydays. You know.
And this was in his friends. This was in his friend's apartment. Like James Whitaker is like, okay, maybe he can explain it, but his friend,
what the hell? Like that's just like you're obviously, like me and you. I'm assuming everybody here, your check is gonna get deposited every 2 weeks for that. Pretty much that certain amount or around that amount is like a couple dollars off. Still enough consistency to be like, okay, this is what we should expect every 2 weeks, and now all of a sudden you pop up, hey, I want to deposit 100,000 in cash,
Yeah, they're gonna be like, what the? Hey,
we gotta get some people on the phone first, and
cool. Yeah, they finna take you. And I got another funny story too, but it's where when you pull up like that, you got to go in the back now,
Oh yeah,
I figured out we go.